Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Scarland here bringing you a new Neverwinter video. And today, as the title suggests, we're going to be talking about the new epic adventures and the recently remodeled campaigns. Now, all of this is anticipated to come with Mod 21, so we still have a while to go most likely. We don't even have an announcement with Mod 21 on the table yet. PC is just now getting Sharandar Episode 3. Console will get Sharandar Episode 3 in, within the next month, maybe 2 months. So this is fourth quarter content most likely. However, it is on preview. It might get some more adjustments, so we are on preview. Keep that in mind. Things will be subject to change. But I want to show you guys the new epic adventures and the new campaign setup. And, they basically overhauled the whole leveling process. So most of you are aware that the new level cap in Neverwinter is going to be level 20. So currently on the live servers we are level 80. However, this is now being reverted. The new maximum level will be 20. Now, I leveled up a brand new character on preview. Obviously the Bard, I went from level 1 to 20. It actually doesn't take that long if you were just to grind it out per se. So they kind of streamlined the leveling process to cater to new players, right? As a new player coming into Neverwinter and you're starting at level 1 and you got to grind all the way to level 80, plus do all the campaigns, etc. It's a lot of content and it's very overwhelming for new players. So they wanted to take the focus away from that level, and so they made it 1 to 20. And this is more aligned with, where D&D is right now, 5th edition, Dungeons and Dragons, I guess, tabletop. I guess maximum level is 20. I personally don't play tabletop, but I'm assuming that max level is 20 for tabletop 5th edition. So this is what they're modeling it after, and they're, making it easier for new players that join in just to get to level 20, essentially. And it's a very easy process, to be honest. It's actually 6 maps. So that's one of the first things we're going to be talking about today is actually on the live servers right now, we have a lot of maps. Most of those maps and zones, they're being removed out of the game. So Tower District, Black Lake District, Mount Hontanau, those maps are being removed. Pirates, Pirates Stronghold or Skyhold, whatever it's called. Those are being removed out of the game. Now, they did make a statement, whereas they could bring these back as future adventures. We'll talk about that as well. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and jump into this. So when you open this, we do have adventures and campaigns now at the top. So if we go to the adventures tab, these are the leveling adventures that you're going to be starting with. Now, on the live servers, you're going to have all this unlocked already. You should be able just to collect the rewards instantly because you've probably done all the quests, right? So, Neverdeath Graveyard, Velosk, Ebon Downs, Ice Spire, Chasm, and Whispering Cavern. These are the 6 maps that are remaining out of all of the maps that we currently have in the game. Everything else is being removed. Now, I'm not talking about campaign maps, right? I'm strictly talking about those old school leveling maps that we had. So, let's go ahead and look at these. So, Neverdeath Graveyard, mine is complete. So, what's going to end up happening is, if you view the details, it just gives you a long quest line to do. Alright? Once you do all of the quests, then the map will be complete, and then you can gain rewards. So, gold, rough AD, a stone of health, and some divine injury kits, right? New players probably don't have VIP right off the bat, so divine injury kits are good for this leveled content. Now, you're also going to be leveling up through this. There is no longer any EXP, aka experience points. That doesn't exist anymore. You're going to be gaining levels by doing the quest line. Going from Neverdeath Graveyard all the way to Whispering Caverns, you will get to level 20. So if we look at Velosk, again, you just do all of the quests in Velosk. It's very easy, not gonna lie. And then you'll get rewarded. More gold, astral diamonds. You're actually getting an improved bag of holding, so that's huge. And then also some scroll of life. For Ebon Downs, same thing. Go through the quest line, You're going to get gold AD. You're going to get an epic flail snell, which is great for new players, right? You're already into the third map of the game, and you're going to get rewarded a free epic mount right off the bat. You're also going to get a blue collar to get you going as a new player. So Icefire Speak, same thing. All the quests. You're going to gain gold AD, a epic companion, and then also 2 rank 8 runestone packs. Or I'm sorry, three runestone packs. Move on to the Chasm. All the quests. Gold AD. You're going to get 3 epic insignias and also 4 rank 8 single stat enchantments. So this is all great material for brand new players coming into the game. They're actually going to get decent rewards. You'll also get leveling rewards while you're doing the quest. You'll get gear to gear your character. And then finally we have Whispering Caverns again, all the quest line. And then at the very end here, you're going to get rewarded a rank 8 weapon enchantment, which is actually a lot of money. If you look at the best in slot enchantments in game currently, even rank 8 sell for a lot. So I'm talking about the lightning enchantment, the Bowthorn enchantment. These go for a lot of AD on the live servers right now, even at rank 8. So a brand new player coming in the game that is going to get, you know, his choice of any rank 8 weapon, you know, hey, you can't really complain with that. So this is the new leveling process. Again, level 80 is no more. The maximum level now will be 20. These are the leveling adventures. So let's talk about the other leveling adventures then. So we have Undermountain, for instance. Now, Undermountain used to be a campaign. It is no longer considered a campaign. So it's broken down into the same maps. So you can see here, I haven't started. It's 1 out of 9, 0 out of 17, 0 out of 12, 0 out of 15, 0 out of 18. And then each one of these also has their rewards. So if you look through the quest, and then they all have their rewards as well. I'm not going to go through all these guys, but you do get your boon points through here still. So, I mean, even though Undermountain is no longer being considered a campaign, you will still be able to get those boon points as long as you're going through the storyline and you do this epic adventure. Elemental Evil is now also an epic adventure. It is no longer a campaign, and it consists of the 4 elemental zones. So Drowned Shore, Reclamation Rock, Fiery Pit, and Spinward Rise, respectively. They all have their own. So I kind of started this one. I'm halfway through Drowned Shore. If we look here at the end, you will get those transmutes for each respective zone. So, and it's free. And these are unbound, by the way. These will be sellable, but they'll pretty much be worthless because everyone is going to have them. So, but you get all 4 of those elemental weapon transmutes. So, Earth, Fire, Earth, Water, Fire, and Wind. Yeah, so you'll get all of those. The Dwarven King. A lot of people forget about the Dwarven King. This was like a very OG side quest, right? This is where, you know, you do the chapters, right? So if we look at these, they go into the chapters, right? This is like the Brunar storyline. In the video that I put out yesterday, we talked about the new Brunar companion coming out. Well, this was actually his storyline. A lot of people forget this even existed, right? This is actually where you get Brunar's artifact from, and if you discarded that artifact a long time ago, you can never get that artifact again. It's one of those situations. Like me personally on the live servers, I don't have any Brunar's artifact. It's not a very good artifact, but just the fact that if you discarded it, you can never get one again. So, but yeah, and then you also actually get the Twisted transmute from this. So you don't even have to do Demogorgon to get the Twisted set, to get the Icar if you wanted the transmutes. Now, you could just do the Dwarven King Epic Adventure. You're going to get the Twisted set transmute. Maze Engine, again, now the Maze Engine is now not considered a campaign. Now this is considered an epic adventure. Same rewards overall. You know, you get your 4 boon points. You're going to get that Battle Rager Companion and also the fashion that came with that. The big one. Here's the big one. This is what I find hilarious. You know, this is the biggest meme that we have in Neverwinter, right? Acquisitions Incorporated, by far the worst campaign they've ever introduced into the game. I know it was a partnership that they had, and that's why it became a thing and everything, you know, but it was a really bad campaign. If you ask any Neverwinter player, their least favorite campaign, most likely, is Acquisitions Incorporated. This was mod 15, so that's 6 mods ago almost. We're coming up on mod 21. We're finishing up with mod 20. So you're talking about 5 to 6 modules ago. Acquisitions Incorporated is no longer a campaign, and they have dumbed it down extremely. It is literally only 8 quests, guys. So if you guys, you OG players, remember going through mod 15 and how horrendous it was, and just how long and drawn out and, you know, boring it was. And hey, you know, it was a funny, quirky little campaign. I enjoyed it for what it was, but actually going through the campaign and doing it, yeah, it was a horrible process. So yeah, for 8 quests, you only have to do 8 quests. You're going to get 4 boon points, right? Because now it is not a campaign. Now it is an epic adventure. Respectively, I'll mention this in the video right now. Undermountain, Acquisitions, Maze Engine, the campaign buyouts are no longer a thing. You'll be able to trade those in at the reclaim agent or the person next to the reclaim agent for AD. So I will mention this in the video. If you want to spend Zen on campaign buyout tokens, you'll be able to trade those in for AD. The ratio is Elemental Evil, Maze Engine, and Acquisitions Incorporated. They cost 2,000 Zen, which is $20 on the Zen store. You'll be able to turn those in for 1.5 million AD. Now, Elemental Evil does have a more expensive one that comes with a booster, and I believe that one is like 2.2 million on the turn-in. I'm only mentioning this in the video because we have Jubilee coming out, and if there happens to be a significant Zen market discount, you can very easily make some easy money by spending Zen on these buyout tokens and then waiting until mod 21 gets released and turning them into AD. That's up to you. That's sole discretion. I'm not going to get very in-depth about that process. That's kind of, you know, do at your own risk because things can change. But as it sits right now, that's the setup. So that's up to you guys. Let's go ahead and jump into these campaigns now. So we have, of course, the Redeemed Citadel, which was the limited time campaign. You cannot do this anymore. If you missed out on Redeemed Citadel, you can't do it anymore. However, if you did buy the Reforger's Blessing when it was active, then you can do it on every character that you have, theoretically. So we have Path of the Fallen, which is mod 19. Nothing has really changed here. It's still the same campaign setup and everything. Campaigns haven't really changed. It's all the same setup. So I don't know why they decided to make some of these epic adventures versus what they decided to keep as campaigns. So Sharndar is the latest content, obviously. So this is where we're at right now, mod 20. Episode 1, Episode 2, and Episode 3 literally just came out on PC. So now let's look at Tyranny of Dragons. Now these are considered your legacy campaigns, right? So Tyranny of Dragons did get some changes, actually. You're going to realize that Tyranny of Dragons used to be more in-depth than this. Right now, they condensed it down by quite a bit. So Tyranny of Dragons got some adjustments. I just don't know exactly what they are because obviously I have 100%, so I didn't have to go through the whole campaign and see what was different and vice versa. But Tyranny did change as far as the campaign overall. Dreadring, nothing changed. All same campaign through Dreadring. Same thing with Storm Kings, Icewind Dale, Cloaked Ascendancy, Jungles of Shoal, Ravenloft, and Descent into Avernus. Everything is pretty much the same. So, let's get on to the discussion side of things, right? This now, in my opinion, gives Cryptic the opportunity to now downgrade their overall workload per se, because now they have the opportunity. They could come out and say, you know what? We're only going to release one campaign a year. We're only going to release one big module update a year, possibly 2, right? They currently state that there's going to be 2 mods a year. And that seems about right, because we have mod 20 and mod 21 in the year of 2021. So if they continue that trend, we'll get 2 campaigns next year, which will be mod 22 and mod 23. So now they have the opportunity to feed us content by these epic adventures. So they can literally throw in all of those old maps in between mod updates if they choose for what I'm quote unquoting calling filler content, right? So if we get mod 22 in the first quarter of, next year, and then throughout the year they throw us some new epic adventure content, and then toward the end of the year we see mod 23. So this gives them an easy and accessible way to streamline content. Now, whether it be recycled and rehashed content, that's up to the company, because they just took out a whole bunch of maps. Are they going to slowly introduce those old maps and, be like, oh yeah, here's new content, here's a new epic adventure, and it turns out to be Tower District, or Mount Hotenow, or Pirate, Skyhold. It's technically old content, but they have the possibility of streaming it to us as new content. And if you're a new player, you're not going to know any better. It's only us OG old school players that are going to be like, well, this epic adventure is, something we had 5 years ago. Now, at the same time, this gives the company the opportunity to develop brand new epic adventures. I mean, these things aren't very in-depth. Other than the map design itself, right? They have to develop the maps, which takes a significant amount of work. So if they make a brand new map and then just throw a storyline with it, I mean, these are really easy. Like, these quests, there are only 9 quests for the whole epic adventure. This is meant to be easy content. I mean, you're talking about you could do this in one day. You can theoretically do all of these in one day. I mean, Acquisitions Incorporated is literally 8 quests. You can knock that out. You can knock Maze Engine out. Maze Engine is 13 quests. I mean, this is very, very easy content. So these epic adventures, they can be all done. Now, Undermountain is significant. Undermountain's big. You got 9, 17, 12, 15, 18. But Undermountain, when it was a campaign, was a big deal. Undermountain was a huge module release. Now they've broken it down into sections, and you can go at your own pace. But a super sweaty tryhard, he can knock all these out in one day. You can do Undermountain, Elemental Evil, Dwarven King, Maze Engine, Acquisitions. You can do all of these in one day if you so choose to. So, now that leaves us with, well, how soon and how quickly are they going to streamline more epic adventures, right? So there is a lot of questions. Like, the system that they have now gone to, it gives them ample amounts of opportunities to streamline the content. However, it's up to the company to decide, well, how much content are they going to give us? Is it going to be recycled content? Like I said, they took out a ton of maps. Now they can slowly introduce those maps again. Are they going to be better rewards? What if they took Pirate Skyhold, made it into an end game zone now, a level 20 map? Because theoretically it would probably be, somewhere after Ebon Downs or after Icespire. I don't know where it sits on the chart, actually. It's either after Icespire and in between Chasm, whatever level Skyhold is right now, whatever Pirates is right now. But they could just, make it level 20. Because now, remember, level 20 is now end game. So they could introduce all those old maps. Can you imagine doing Tower District, which used to be, a level 10 map, as an end game map now, with a whole new epic adventure around it? So it gives the writers at Cryptic the opportunity, it gives the developers at Cryptic the opportunity to streamline us just numerous content if the company so chooses. So I'm kind of excited about this because I want to see where the direction of the game actually goes. I really like the epic adventures because they're easy. You can just knock them out, and they should be coming in between campaigns, in my opinion. So, we're working on Sharandar, but once we finish episode 3 of Sharandar, there's going to be a dry spell where we're all just standing around waiting for mod 21 to be released. So in between modules, there's no reason to give us epic adventures, in my opinion, right? That's the way I look at it, folks. So that is the new setup. Again, level 20, maximum. EXP no longer exists. I might make a separate video on that because there's like overload rewards, like over-leveling rewards and stuff like that now with new rewards within those. So lots of new stuff here. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I don't really have any much. I mean, we can look at the dungeons real quick. Because some of the dungeons did change it well. So now we have a dungeon tab. We have advanced dungeons. We have skirmishes, trials. So if we look at the dungeons, these were the leveling dungeons. But now there's no such thing as EXP. They're not really leveling dungeons anymore. So you have, you know, Caverns, Pirate Kings, Cloak Tower, Frozen Heart. They're all level 5. All the way up to Lostmouth. Lostmouth is now considered a level 5 dungeon. Spell Plague, even FBI. FBI is considered a level 5 dungeon, right? I'm sorry, that's players. But no, they're still all level 5, right? Yeah, this column's level 5. These are all level 5 dungeons. Put that into perspective right now. The maximum level now is level 20. It used to be level 80. So, you know, Castle Never, Fangbreaker, Spell Plague, Lair Lostmouth, these are all considered dungeons. Alright? Then, when you move into the Advanced Dungeon tab, this is where you're going to see level 20 content. So, Tomb of the Nine, Castle Ravenloft, Lair of the Mad Mage, Infernal Citadel, and Vault of Stars being the current endgame dungeon on live. These are considered advanced dungeons. So, are we going to finally see reward changes coming? Because I expect to get good, you know, better rewards out of, let's say, Tomb of the Nine than I would get out of, you know, Fangbreaker Island or Lair Lostmouth or anything, right? These are just dungeons, and now we have something called Advanced Dungeons. So where is the loot tables? Where is the loot table rework? What are we doing, you know? And then, of course, everything else is the same. All the skirmishes, I think, are level 5. Yeah, every skirmish is now considered level 5, and then all the epic trials are considered level 20. So, there you have it, folks. Those are the changes coming in. I'm expecting Mod 21, which will be sometime in the 4th quarter of 2021. Let me know how you feel about it. Leave me the questions, comments, concerns below. What's your general feedback on this? Are you going to like this new system? Me personally, I don't care either way, but this seems to be a better way to attract new players and get them to stick around in the game. Because like I said, a new player coming into an 8-year-old game that has to level from 1 to 80, do every single campaign that we've had, grind out all the gear. It's a very, long task to catch up, right? Now, it's not that bad. Now you can do 1 to 20. You can literally knock out most of these epic adventures in one day if you chose, and get like almost all of your boon points. The only boon points you'll be missing are these select few campaigns, and then of course campaign buyouts are still a thing. So you could literally bypass all these if you wanted to swipey, the credit card and buy campaign buyouts and whatnot. So as a new player, it's very more, let's say, welcoming than it is right now. So maybe you agree with that, maybe you disagree with that. Again, go ahead, leave your feedback below. That's all I really got for you today. I wanted to bring this to everyone's attention. This is what we have looking forward to going ahead in Neverwinter. So make sure to smash that sexy thumbs up button. Really helps the YouTube algorithm, really helps my channel. Costs you absolutely nothing, so smash the shit out of it. Tell your friends, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your mother, tell your grandmother. Come on over to the Garland channel. We're a happy place over here. So that's all I got for you guys, really. Hopefully you enjoy these changes. We'll look forward to this to the end of the year. We'll see if they change anything. Again, this is all subject to change. Everything is on preview right now. We're on preview. So everything is subject to change. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. That's all I got for you, folks. I'll see you guys real soon.